And so he recorded it in our gospel called Luke. So that's how it's done. Now, I've been sent to clarify points. I feel my entire mission is to tell you who Christ really is. And Christ is David. If the whole vast world rose in opposition tonight, and if I were physically nailed, it would make no difference. I would not enjoy the pain naturally. But if that was what I had to pay, I would willingly pay, but I could not recant. I could not recant what I have experienced. That David of biblical fame is the Christ. He is the anointed of the Lord. He is the Son of God. And the only one that can reveal God to you. And he isn't going to say, that is your Father. He is going to look at you. And the minute he looks at you, you know who the Father is. Because you know you are his Father. And he is God's Son, and you know that. And there is no doubt in your mind as to who he is, and therefore who you are, because you know the relationship. And that's what I've been sent to tell you. And so in the not distant future, this garment will come off. You will have a record, others will have an oral tradition, and someone will have the ability to tell it, and the power to tell it. But in this present state, my Heavenly Father, the depth of my own being, saw it fit to give me an outside source of income that I could tell it, and that I could not be shunted from here to there, because I am disturbing the slumbers of the complacent and the wealthy and the very comfortable people of the world. Don't think for 1 second that it hasn't happened and happens and will happen forever. One lady in New York City, she hated Bishop Manning. He was the bishop of St. Thomas, 53rd Street and 5th Avenue. And she left $2 million, and her will was, it goes to St. Thomas if Bishop Manning is dead. Or if he is still alive, it goes to St. Luke's Hospital. Well, St. Luke's is owned by the Episcopal Church. So it doesn't really matter. You give it to St. Thomas or you give it to St. Luke's. So she left a will that if he is still alive, that thing, then St. Thomas does not get it. If he is dead, he'll get it. If he is alive, St. Luke's gets it. Now here one day I was dining at the University Club in New York City. And my friend who was my host took me to the window, and I looked out through the window, and I saw this enormous wall. And I said, what am I supposed to see? He said, just what you're seeing. Do you see anything? I said, well, just a wall. A plain wall that goes all the way up to the height of some building that is there. Well, he said, that building that it hides is St. Thomas's church. And that is a spike wall built by John D. Rockefeller the first. He too had an argument with the bishop, Bishop Manning. And to spite him, he built on his own land a wall that completely covered all the beautiful glass windows, these beautiful colors that face north in New York City. And he left a will that even to this day, which is now the 4th generation after his death, they cannot break that will. So you're going to St. Thomas today and you see beautiful tapestries hanging where if you could remove the tapestry and the wall to get the light through, you'll see the most beautiful, wonderful glass that is there. You can only see the berth that faces the west and that which goes south.